In this video, I will share a few encounters I have had with the pattern of good following good, LOA. We discuss the pattern of good following good by giving you numerous models. It really is a regulation. Similarly, as we live inside specific actual regulations, there are likewise regulations that exist on an etheric level. The universe is based upon fixed regulations, yet regardless of numerous equations being given, disappointment actually exists. The response is extremely basic. At the point when we discuss the LOA, we as a whole utilize our cognizant brain, attempting to make a fascination inside an energy state. Once more, I stress focus on the energy level. We are not dealing with an actual level. Be that as it may, words are sufficiently not to make sense of this cycle. At the point when we see the energy level, we don't for even a moment see the current second. The current second is just us becoming mindful of occasions that were made before our discernment. To this end, the all-powerful God is consistently out in front of us. Everything has proactively been made. We are simply attempting to become mindful of them individually. From our otherworldly awareness, we endeavor to show our fantasies into actual reality. In any case, the second something starts to show, on the off chance that the cognizant brain mediates, a short out happens. Allow me to make sense of this further. Thinking back to the 1980s, when I was in the US, I was wanting to visit a companion throughout the end of the week. I was on the roadway when unexpectedly the weather conditions turned terrible, and it began to vigorously rain. At that precise second, my vehicle stalled. It was black as night, and a tempest was seething. Around then, there were no cell phones, so I needed to pull over. At that point, I wasn't contemplating anything. I just pulled over without overthinking what to do. Back then, in America, you wouldn't even consider catching a ride since individuals feared outsiders. Particularly on abandoned roadways, nobody would stop to get some information about your concern. Out of nowhere, a vehicle showed up right behind mine, streaked its lights, and pulled over. A young fellow got out and asked what the issue was. I was going to open the hood and make sense of that the vehicle had stalled. In any case, the downpour was weighty to the point that we could scarcely see a couple of feet ahead. The man took out a towing club card and gave it to me. Despite the fact that I was thinking about requiring a tow truck, I would have needed to walk a significant distance to do as such. Getting my vehicle towed would have cost me somewhere in the range of $100 and $150. Be that as it may, this man gave me a free towing card. He let me know he would take me to the closest corner store. He drove me there and said, "Keep this card. At the point when they come to tow your vehicle for nothing, simply give them this number. When the cycle is finished, mail the card to the location I gave you." As I took a gander at him in shock, he moved into his vehicle and drove away. This was a utilization of the pattern of energy attracting similar energy. Presently, you could ask how I pulled in this. I didn't contemplate anything. However, in that situation, anybody in my place would have likely done likewise. Assuming that sensation of sympathy was in your cognizance, you wouldn't have to consider it. This enacts the law that like draws in like. It permits the matching state to show. Presently, let me share one more experience I needed to make this regulation even more clear. There is an abundance of data about the pattern of good following good, yet regardless of which technique you attempt, you could fizzle in light of the fact that the matching should happen quickly. Allow me to give you another model. This happened as of late. I was in the city, on the metro. As I was leaving, I saw two little youngsters, a kid and a young lady, inquiring as to whether they could help a free pass through the gate. Nobody gave any consideration to them. As I was strolling past, I asked them where they were going. They said they were attempting to return home yet didn't have the cash to go through the metro door. Decisively, I permitted them to pass. I essentially carried out something worth being thankful for without anticipating anything consequently. In all honesty, after I got on the metro, left, and ventured outside, I saw a $50 greenback directly before my shoes. I got it, and I offered my thanks. I had spent just $2.60 for those children, and consequently, I got multiple times that sum. This is the means by which the pattern of good following good works. It works on one-way liberality, without anticipating anything consequently. It works when there is no hatred towards anybody. Clutching hatred resembles drinking poison and anticipating that the other individual should endure. As a general rule, you are the person who gets hurt. Loa works when you carry out something worth being thankful for without expecting anything back, similarly as you would want for somebody to help you without anticipating anything consequently. The universe adjusts itself appropriately. Loa happens right away. Thus, in the event that you feel like you are buckling down on it yet it's not showing, it very well may be on the grounds that the universe isn't matching your recurrence. This involves energy imploding into actual structure after being noticed. It happens right away. It doesn't have anything to do with assumption. I couldn't say whether I had the option to make sense of this plainly enough. You should be in a condition of reverberation where your psyche, soul, and body cognizance are in a split second adjusted. In the event that there is any obstruction between matching disappointments, I have attempted to make sense of it through my previous encounters. At the point when you practice Loa, you should have no assumptions. You should withdraw from the outcomes. It's difficult. Yet, by dealing with little things, by rehearsing, you can begin applying Loa in your life. Furthermore, trust me, you will start to get what you really ask for. Up to that point, see you in my next video. I trust every one of your cravings manifest into your existence. Wishing you marvelous days to come.